All right, welcome to the virtual college exploration for all Ohio students sponsored by the Ohio Association for College Admission Counseling and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us today. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at oacac.org. This presentation is being recorded and will be available in about a week at that same website, oacac.org. And I will now turn it over to Ohio Christian University.
Hello. My name is Tim. I am an admissions counselor here at Ohio Christian University. Real quick, I know that we had someone signed up for this. So if we have a student, I know I can't see you guys, but I'd love to hear from you. If you could comment, if we have any students in here right now, comment your name or just your favorite color or whatever it is. I would like to see that there are people here so we can kind of communicate a little bit. Let's see here. And I would like to introduce real quick, we have Dr. Monty Lobb with us today. Dr. Lobb, can you just tell us real quick your official title?
Okay, well, currently I am the director of our Business Innovation Center and professor of government, and most recently was the dean of the School of Business and Government.
Awesome. And then we have Jackie Huff with us as well. Go ahead and tell us your title as well, Jackie.
I'm Jackie Huff. I am the head softball coach here at OCU, and I also am our compliance coordinator / office manager. So anything you need with athletics, I'm basically your go-to gal.
Yeah, awesome. All right, and then we have one more coming here in a few minutes. We have Terrell Sargent Samuels, who is also an admissions counselor, and he does a lot of stuff here on campus. So he's going to be talking as well. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. I don't see anyone commenting. So if you're there, we'd love to hear you. Love to see you comment your name or just something so we can kind of see who's there. Let's see here. So a little bit about Ohio Christian University. We are a small Christian university located about 30 minutes south of Columbus in Circleville, Ohio. We were founded in 1948. We were Circleville Bible College for a long time. And in 2005, we became Ohio Christian University. And since then, we've grown, we've added, different majors and different programs and things like that. It's been really exciting over the past few years, especially. So my name is Tim. Like I said, I graduated from here in 2018. I had a really great experience here as a student. I was able to get involved in so many different things. And I met my wife here, which is really cool too. But then I was able to travel for the school. I was able to do, I have a lot of different cool experiences here. The friendships that I made here, the relationships that I built on campus are something that I know are going to last me the rest of my life, hopefully. So that's a little bit about me. I graduated here, like I said, 2 years ago, and I've been working here as an admissions counselor. I do a lot of traveling and stuff like that. So a little bit about the process. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the process for admission here at OCU. Every school is a little bit different. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what that looks like, what the process looks like as far as getting enrolled. First, we'll need your application, obviously. So if you go to our website at ohiochristian.edu, you can apply that way. And we still do require testing. So ACT, SAT, CLT, those kinds of tests, anything like that, we do require those. We also offer testing on our campus. So I know a lot of students right now, you guys are having trouble finding places to take your test because of COVID and everything that's happening there. But we do offer the ACT starting November 14th is the first actual day. And if you don't find a day that works for you, we're pretty flexible. We want to work with you guys individually as well. So if you need just come do a one-on-one ACT test, we can set that up for you as well. And then also your high school transcripts. So those three things, your application, high school transcripts, and your ACT, if you can just send those in, then we can go ahead and work on your acceptance. It's a pretty easy process. After that, we stay in contact with you and kind of let you guys know what all you need. And then, yeah, so financial aid is something that a lot of students have questions about. And I'm going to be talking just a little bit about that. We offer a lot of different scholarships on our campus. We have work study scholarships. We have athletic scholarships. So we're part of the NAIA, which I know Jackie's going to be talking a little bit about that. But we offer different athletic scholarships, music scholarships. There are, many different opportunities for you as a student to earn some scholarship money here. We have a program called Camp Teams, which is a summer program you can be a part of. And we are also a part of, we're one of the only schools in Ohio that has a program called the Payback Promise. There's some more information on this, about this on our website as well. But what that is, it's a program you can sign up for before you start classes here at OCU. And once you graduate in 4 years, if for some reason you're making less than $45,000 a year, but at least between $20,000 and $45,000 a year, then we help pay back those student loans that you took out while you were here, which is it's a really good program. It's kind of a safety net. It's kind of our stamp of approval on the education that we offer here. So that's something that we encourage all of our students to sign up for. It's free. And it's, like I said, a kind of a safety net for you guys to have once you graduate here. But we have different visit opportunities, so you can meet with financial aid specifically if you would like. On our website, you can sign up for those. We are offering on-campus visits. So if you're someone who wants to come on campus, we have things socially distanced and we clean, and we have different precautions to keep you guys safe. But we are offering on-campus visits as well. You can do virtual visits. This is, something like this. You can meet one-on-one with a specific major if you would like, if that's something you're interested in. If you're interested in meeting with a coach, you can do that as well online, or you can come on campus and meet them in that way. So we have all kinds of opportunities for you guys to learn about OCU, to get involved, and to really start the process. Right now is the best time to start that process. Moving forward, you don't want to wait till the last minute and cram everything in. So if you start getting those things in now, the process kind of works itself out. It's all set up in a really nice timeline to get you in here by the fall. If you're a spring student, then we definitely have time to get you in here in January as well. So that is kind of my intro here, just a little bit about OCU and the acceptance process and all that kind of stuff. If you have any questions at all while we're going through all of this, I want you to go ahead and comment those, and we'll get those answered for you to the best of our ability. What time is it right now? So I'm like 2 minutes ahead of schedule, but I'm gonna go ahead, and I know that Dr. Lobb is he'll make up those 2 minutes for me, I'm sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Dr. Lobb talk about the stuff he has for you. So go ahead, Dr. Lobb.
Tim, I guess, are you saying that I like to talk? Is that what you're
I'm saying that you're better at it than I am. You have better information. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, thanks, man. Hey, to all of you out there who are either watching live or you're watching the recorded version, good afternoon. And this is a key time in your life as a student. You're trying to make a great decision, a best decision for you that really is going to influence your life in so many different ways. So watching this session, hopefully you're getting information about Ohio Christian University, other schools that are going to help you make the best decision for you. I'm of the opinion that if you want to learn and you have a passion to learn, then college is for you. If you're done after 12 years, and you say, that's it, I really don't, maybe later, or there may be circumstances in your life that would prohibit you from continuing on. Totally get it, understand that. A number of people go that route. But as you're looking for that next chapter in your life after graduation, if you say, you know what, I really want to continue to learn, and you don't even have to have a specific area mapped out yet. That is a myth. A lot of incoming freshmen, matter of fact, students even into their sophomore years, don't know exactly what they want to do, and that is okay. You would probably be in the majority of young people if that was your posture, what you felt about college. But I do firmly believe that if you say, hey, no, you know what? I want to go on. I think college is for me for where I want to go next in life. Having that degree is important. Narrowing my focus eventually to this area of study, that is significant. I would say college is for you. Come, explore it, put your big toe in the water. And I would even go farther and be as bold as to say that Ohio Christian University would be the place for you to come. Now, why do I say that? Well, I primarily say that because of our size. I think the fact that we have roughly 500 undergraduate students on campus is a plus, because you don't get lost in the shuffle. You're not a number. All of the professors teach all of the courses. We don't have assistants, or we don't have fellow students teach those courses, but we teach those courses. And not only do we teach them, but the professors have practical experience in teaching those courses. So myself, for example, I have 30 plus years in government and politics. I'm a practicing attorney. I've practiced criminal law. So when I teach criminal law, not only do I understand the intellectual side, the principles, the laws, but I've actually practiced it. So I can bring to the classroom my knowledge, my experiences, and talk about various cases, experiences with judges and clients, the whole criminal justice system. And the student can take it for what it's worth and realize this guy knows what he's talking about. So that's just an example of our professors here at Ohio Christian University, who you would be sitting under, you would be talking to. The second thing that is, to me, so impressive about Ohio Christian University and the classroom setting is that it's a small setting. Except for a few of your freshman introductory type courses, most of your classes are going to be probably 20 or less. I'm teaching a media and public opinion class this semester with less than 10. Same with an American Political Institutions course this semester, less than 10. Well, man, if there was ever an exciting time to take a media and public opinion class with a presidential election right around the corner, it would be now. And so again, I bring to bear my experience of 11 years working in the state of Ohio, working with the media, trying to shape public opinion, what that looks like. And so it's an exciting time, an exciting class. And you may be questioning yourself, some of you watching, listening today, well, do I have what it takes? Yeah, maybe I have the passion. Maybe I do have the desire to go to college. But, you know, is this like rocket science? Is this going to be way too hard? Is this something that, you know, maybe my last few years of grade school haven't prepared me? You may not feel confident that way. Well, I would say this. Yes, come. Your background, I bet, is going to be fine. I have a number of students who come and they wonder that very question. Well, we have tutorial services, okay? Fellow students, other adults who work with students for that particular class. I tell my students on day one, as we're going through our syllabus, is that if you don't understand what we're talking about, come see me. I will work with you. I will do my best to help you learn how to take notes, how to study, how to read. I know a number of students really probably didn't get that hands-on specific tutoring in high school, in middle school. Well, we'll do that. We'll help you. And we want to help you not only because we want you to understand the material, but I think here's the secret sauce for Ohio Christian University and its professors, is that we really care deeply about you and your intellectual welfare, your emotional, spiritual, you name it. And so we will go overboard in class and out of class to help you get to a point where you feel comfortable and you get it. I know my teaching style and a number of my colleagues, it's not that we just stand up for 45 minutes and just lecture the whole time. We'll talk for a few minutes. We will expect you to come prepared, having read and understood the assignment for the day. And then I know me personally, what I will want is a conversation with you and your classmates. I find that students learn best when they're just not listening and taking notes and just acting like a robot or a huge sponge and just listening to a professor for 45 minutes. But when they get to engage the professor, when they get to engage their fellow students on a number of topics. And so that's the way a lot of our classrooms operate here at Ohio Christian University. Maybe read 10 pages. You've got a couple days to do that of a textbook, so that when you come in, say like if today's Tuesday and we have class again on Thursday, you'd come in a couple of days, having read those 10 pages and ready to interact with the professor and your fellow students. And I don't think that's asking too much. And I think most people can do that. And like I said, if that's a struggle, we have a number of tutors, fellow students, study hall for athletes, coming to professors like myself and saying, okay, let's walk through this. Let me help you. Here's the big deal of, so I don't even think most of my classes, even the upper level classes, are rocket science. My thought and my history has been is that if you come to class, if you do the work, there's no reason at all why at the very minimum you can't have at least a C in a class. Okay. If you do what the professors ask you to do, you give the detailed analysis, you give the examples to support your claims for what the professor's asking, you get it in on time, you do those kind of things, you're probably going to get a B or an A, to be honest with you. Okay. And that's not to say that there are some courses like intermediate accounting, some other higher level classes, my constitutional law class, for example, where it's going to push you. But, we need to be pushed. You need to be pushed. But we'll be right there along the way to help you. So, you don't know yet what you don't know because you haven't been in college. But my experience in sharing that with you as someone who's looking at college is that it's not going to be too hard. It's not going to be overwhelming. If you have the desire, one, okay, to learn. Two, you have some self-discipline to come to class, to do the reading, to get help with assignments, you should be more than fine. And then third, once you find that major and that passion kicks in and the light bulb comes on, man, that goes a long way toward motivating a student to finish and to do well. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea of what it looks like in the classroom at Ohio Christian University. One other thing I ought to mention here, Tim, before I turn it back over to you, or maybe you have some questions for me, is the fact that I probably spend more time out of the classroom with students than I do even in the classroom. An example is yesterday, I had a student, a former student, he's still here taking classes, but I don't have him this semester, just wanted to come in and talk. And he came in late in the afternoon and we talked for probably about 30, 45 minutes. And you know what we talked about? I don't know how we got on the subject, but dating. He had all these kind of questions and just he wanted to share his thoughts and where he was and all those kind of things. And we just talked for about 30, 45 minutes about dating and what that was like. And so here at Ohio Christian University, yeah, we would definitely, as professors, will work with you in terms of that subject matter, the class that you're taking with us. We want you to have those principles and theories and ideas of, behind what we're teaching. But the lessons of life, the principles of life, much like with that student yesterday, you will get that. If you seek that, you want that, you definitely will find that here at Ohio Christian University with your professors. So Tim, does that kind of help go with where I needed to share today with our prospective students?
Yeah, that's great. And one thing that I'll add to his point is we have a student to professor ratio or student to faculty ratio here of 11-1. And so I know myself and Terrell, who's here, and Jackie, we've all been students here at OCU. And I know that I can speak from experience as being on the other end of that, the student side. Everything that he's saying is true. Your professors really do care about you. They not just about your classes, but your personal life and making sure that you have the help and support you need when you're going through different things. And so, yeah, I would just say that I agree with everything that he's been saying for sure. So thank you, Dr. Lobb.
You're welcome.
Awesome. And then while he was talking, we had Terrell jump on. Terrell, go ahead and just introduce yourself a little bit real quick, and then we'll have Jackie talk.
Hi, my name's Terrell, and I am the admissions counselor for Southern Ohio, and then Southern states, so Kentucky, Tennessee, and then states down like that. And also I help work with one of the student groups on campus called DIG, the Diversity Integration Group. So that is just me and kind of my history.
Awesome. Thank you, Terrell. And then we're going to turn it over to Jackie Huff. So Jackie, take it away.
Okay, can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, I'm in the conference room, so I didn't know if it was super echoey. All right, I'm gonna share a PowerPoint with you guys that I kind of put together. Hopefully we can do this right. Are you guys able to see it? Yep, okay. I'm glad I looked up, Tim, because I realized you're on mute. So once again, like Tim said, I am the head softball coach. On top of doing that, I also wear the hat of office manager for athletics, and I also wear the hat of compliance coordinator, which means that I have to make sure that every single athlete is eligible. So I'm going to talk a little bit, about our athletic department, eligibility, recruiting, and then obviously if you guys have any questions, I can't see it right now because of me sharing my screen, but if any questions pop up, Tim, just stop me and I can stop that. But first off, a little bit about me. As Tim said, I graduated from OCU. I graduated in the spring of 2017. I also played softball here, which is what brought me to OCU. But another big thing is I grew up in Circleville, which is where Ohio Christian is. And if you don't know who we are, you probably do because this is for all Ohio students. So you know that Trump was just in Circleville. But also we are known for the pumpkin show. So yeah, I'm a big family person, so staying close to home is really important for me. So we'll dive into just our athletic department a little bit. The guy at the top, you're gonna hear him before you see him if he's walking around campus. That's our athletic director, Dave. Below him is Ryan. He is basically Dave's shadow and helps him with everything. But he also does our sports information director, so he does all the stats for the games. That's me. Below is Daniel Santo. He is our sports management guy. He is in charge of all the events, all the basketball games. He makes everything run extremely smoothly. And then Sean Lovell, he is our faculty athletic representative. He also is in charge of our criminal justice department here at OCU. And then Dr. Chow, he's our team doctor. Just a little bit about the people within our department. So we do have a lot of different sports here at OCU. Obviously you guys can read, but we've got men's and women's basketball, men's and women's soccer, tennis, cross country, indoor and outdoor track, men's and women's golf, baseball, softball, volleyball, esports. We are in the process of getting a cheerleading squad. So if you're interested, don't knock it out yet. So with us being such a small university, we do offer a lot of different sports to our athletes. If you can see behind me, also I'll kind of move.
Hey, Jackie, I think we lost your audio.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, there
Can
you
you hear
are.
me?
Yeah,
Sorry, it's because I stood up to show that.
Okay.
But we compete in Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. So the furthest that we travel within our conference is about 5.5 hours, which is to Oakland City. They just joined the River States Conference last year. So it's nice to be able to go out and travel and play teams outside of Ohio. But with COVID, it's been a little crazy right now because some states have travel restrictions and whatnot. But that is our conference. Below us or behind me. So I'll back up really quick too. So being in the NAIA, we are able to stack your scholarship. So like I know a lot of people look at D3 schools. Well, D3 can only offer you academic, whereas at OCU, we can offer athletic, academic, any other scholarships that you would qualify for. So you're really able to see that 30K average number of cost of attendance and tuition and room and board. That number really starts to go down, especially once you start to add all of those. And like Tim said, it doesn't even have to be an athletic scholarship. It could be a music scholarship or something outside of that. But that is a perk about being in the NAI is we are able to offer that and it's able to get kids a little bit more money. versus other schools. And then obviously we're a lot smaller than your NCAA schools. So the recruiting process, what does that look like? The biggest thing is our number one is going on our website and filling out our recruiting profile online. I know that those come directly to me. So if anybody marks that they're interested in softball, they put in information, it comes directly to my email. But there's some people that are just like, I'm interested in 5 different sports. So I never really know if they're actually interested in me. So that's why for number 2, I put email the coach. Let them know of your interest. Say, hey, you know, I've researched your school. I know that you have my major. That's a big one. Make sure we have your major. You know, Monty made a great point of, you don't have to know what your major is. I mean, I changed mine my junior year and I still graduated on track because I did post-secondary here at OCU. But make sure it's in the vicinity of what you would like to study. So that's big. Email the coach, introduce yourself. And the third thing I would really stress to people, if you want to play sports in college, is have a skills video. It's just really nice too to be able to gauge before you come on campus of, okay, this is a student that I'm actively recruiting, or we're going to go down a different path. So those are the really important ones. Also, that's our beautiful field that I put on there just so you guys could all see the beautiful softball field that we've been working really hard on. So the big things, you know, with our athletic department are Play NAIA eligibility requirements and academic coaching and tutoring. So the first one is Play NAIA. So just like the NCAA clearinghouse, NAIA has their own thing. If you're interested in going to an NAIA school to compete in athletics, I would recommend signing up as quickly as possible. You know, now that I'm the eligibility person here, there's so much stuff that you have to send in, and they are not taking stuff through mail anymore. It has to be submitted online through a portal. So if your high school counselor doesn't have access to that portal, they're not able to send in your high school transcripts. And then we're waiting for months for you to be eligible. And I'm having to call your high school counselor and be like, hey, we got to get you signed up. So the earlier you sign up, the better. Even if you're not 100% sure, just at least get your information in there so they're able to get you working on that. But to be eligible in the NAIA as a freshman, you have to meet 2 of the 3 requirements. One is your 18 composite ACT score. Your second one, you have to have a minimum high school GPA of 2.0 or graduate in the top half of your high school class. Now, I will say last year, because of COVID, you didn't have to have the ACT score. That's usually a really big thing. But with everything that happened last year, you did not have to have that. They haven't announced anything for this upcoming year of what their intentions are with that. But I mean, you should have good grades, right? We want good grades to get good scholarships in college, so you shouldn't have to worry about any of that. Next one, like Monty said, as a student athlete, you're required to complete 2 hours of study tables a week. Depending on who your coach is, they might require more of you. With my program, I actually cancel a day of practice throughout the week, and my girls will go do their study tables on their own. Obviously, the best thing too is we offer free tutoring on campus to all of our students, not just our student athletes. And the great thing is the director of our bridge, Evan McDonald, he's really great about communicating with the coaches. That if I know that Sally is struggling in Old Testament, I get an email and it's like, do you want a tutor? And I say, Sally, yes, you do want a tutor. There's not a decision. But with us being so small, that accountability piece is really there. And it's something that I really loved as a student here was you're not just a name on a roster. Your professors are intentional about your education and helping you in that. And you won't slip through the cracks, I promise, because they're gonna be like, hey, Jackie, turn in that paper late, what's going on? So they're great about that. But your freshman year or your first incoming year here, all student athletes are required to get academic coaching. And it's not supposed to be a burden of like, oh, I've got to go to this for 30 minutes to an hour throughout the week. It's just another tool to help you to succeed. And obviously, if your grades are well after your first semester, that is dropped. But anybody who drops below 2.5 is required to go to academic coaching. And the NAIA, I'm pretty sure it's a 2.5 or 2.0. If you drop below that, you're ineligible. But with our athletic department, I'm sorry. That starts your junior year. But with our athletic department, if you're a sophomore and you drop below 2.0 as an athletic department, we don't allow you to play. Just because one of our big things in our athletic department is as coaches, we're preparing you for life after college. And if you're not taking your education seriously, then we're not helping you to set up to succeed. So it's, like I said, not meant to be a burden, but just another tool to help you succeed with that. So that's kind of what I have on a little tidbit. If you want to follow us on social media, there's our Twitter and our Instagram. You can also find us on Facebook. Yeah, has there been any questions or anything pop up, Tim, while I've been talking?
Sorry, no, no questions yet.
Okay, do you guys have any questions of anything that I didn't cover?
No, I thought that was really good. I would stress one thing that she said I would stress would be make sure that you are going to the athletic website if that's something that you're interested in. It's ohiochristian.edu, and then you can find the
I can
athletic.
share that. I had it pulled up.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Definitely go there. And that information, like she said, goes directly to the coach. And we want to make sure. Yeah, there it is right there.
Yeah, so if you go to our main page and then you come over here to recruits, the drop down, it's right there. Submit your athletic profile, fill that out. It goes straight to our coaching staff.
Yeah, yeah. I would definitely stress that. That's definitely important. So thank you, Jackie. She's awesome. She does a lot of work here. She's really good to work with. So if you guys have questions, definitely get a hold of her, especially if you're interested in softball and things like that. So,
yep.
All right, thanks. We're going to move over to Terrell, and Terrell is an admissions counselor here, like he said, and he's going to talk a little bit more about his stuff that he has. Go ahead, Terrell.
All right, so well, with that being said, like Tim was talking about, I am Terrell, and I'm also an admissions counselor like he is as well, but I also work a little bit on the side with a student group called DIG through the Student Development Office. So I want to talk to you a little bit more about our activities and the things we have on campus. So now that we've spoken about some of the important things, I think it's cool that we'll talk about a little bit of fun. As a student, part of calling OCU home is the experience of like being a trailblazer. And our student involvement council, we call them SICK. Make sure that your experience here is a fun one. Something that is really cool is that your first week on campus, we call it Alpha Week, is a week that's jam-packed with events. We have inflatables, snow cone machines. We have campus-wide game night. We also have Mario Kart obstacle course that you could go through with crazy carts. And every week after that, SICK plans an event for each weekend that our students are on campus. These include things like escape rooms, laser tag in our gym, movie nights, concerts, and intramurals. Also, if it's during the week and it's not one of the days that those events are happening, we have something to hold you over, and it's called the Hub. The Hub is actually a room on campus and where students can come and hang out. There we have an Xbox, we have PlayStation, Nintendo Switches, and other game systems that we have set up for student use. And then we also have a ping pong table, we have a pool table, we have foosball table, and a wall of board games, all the board games you could possibly think of. And if none of that is something that interests you because you're outdoorsy, we also have what we call the Take It Outside initiative. So the Take It Outside initiative is basically something we have on campus, and we have a bunch of things like our sand volleyball court that has 2 nets. We have a 9-hole disc golf course. We have spike ball. We have hammocks and laybacks. It's just for our students to be able to come on campus and do more than just be inside of a room. For the students that like to be outside, to like to have fun, we have football, we have basketball, we have a basketball hoop at the back of our townhouse, and where students can come and like hang out and just do things outside on the nicer days for students who enjoy that. Something else that I want to talk to our students about is the fact that we do have a pretty strong spiritual emphasis on campus. Something that is really important for us as a university is the fact that not only do you grow through mentally through academics, and then like all throughout, like if you are an athlete, you grow through like your skills, but we also want to make sure that when you come here and then when you leave a better person all around. And we do have a strong spiritual emphasis for our students. We have chapels twice a week. We also have small groups that we have on campus as well that students get to be a part of. But then also we want you to be involved. So we have a community service day, which call it Community Action Day, and then we also have another one in the spring semester called Church Action Day, where we go out and help churches and things of that sort. So we want you to be involved as well as be involved on campus. So if there's something that you like and there's something that you enjoy, we have the opportunities for you to start your own student group, for you to start your own club on campus. And what that is like it gives you the opportunity, if you and the friends have a few hobbies, whether it be knitting or whether it be board games or whether it be something something that you and all of your friends like, but you don't see a lot of advocation for it, we give you the opportunity to start a student group just for that. You just fill out some paperwork, and then our student development office will get back to you, and they will help you out with that as well. So with that being said, and moving forward as a student, we really want you to enjoy your experience of being a trailblazer on campus. We are a family. And with that being said, everybody's really close. Like Tim emphasized earlier, we have an 11-to-1 student to professor ratio, a student to faculty ratio. So it's not a lot of, it's not a really large amount of people that you won't know. Everybody will know everybody. And that's super important because then you get to build these relationships. Part of being a trailblazer is being a family member. And so once you come here, we want you to feel that. We want you to enjoy that. Everybody that you'll come in contact with, that includes your RAs, which are your resident assistants, the people who will be in charge of your halls, your RDs, which will be the people who are in charge of your dorm. These people are all people that we have placed here specifically to help you and to help you plug into our community here on campus, and also help you feel at home and within our communities. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys have anything that you may need answered that you feel like none of us have answered, you can contact us through our website. Just go to our website, visit our inquiry tab, or if you're interested in applying, you can visit our application tab as well that we have on our website.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Awesome. There we go. All right. Thanks, Terrell. That's all that we have for you guys, the information and stuff we have for you guys today. We do have, I just want to let you guys know real quick that if you are interested in moving forward with OCU, or you just want to learn more, I hit a little bit on this earlier, but we are offering all kinds of opportunities for you guys to come and visit the campus. You can do that virtually. You can do that online. Like you can meet professors online, coaches, things like that, or you can come right on campus. We have things that's safe for you guys. We have things socially distanced and all that, but we want to make sure that you guys have a good experience. We're also doing some incentives. We have a new incentive for November that's coming out here. We'll keep you guys posted on that. So if you come on campus, you get a t-shirt automatically, but then there's other things you can get every time you come on campus. So keep an eye out for that. Again, just to run over real fast, if you are interested in applying, you can go to our website at ohiochristian.edu. If you are interested in getting accepted and things like that, we just need your ACT score or whatever test score you have, your high school transcripts, and your application. Those three things are what we need. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Those of you who are watching this, whether it's later on or right now, we're super excited that you guys have shown interest in Ohio Christian University. And we just want you guys to know that we think that you can find a home here on our campus. So we hope that you guys have a great day. And that's all we have for you today. I'll turn it back over.
All right. Thank you for joining us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. And remember that this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to check out and sign up for additional sessions at oacac.org. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other recordings at oacac.org. Thank you all and have a great day.